Arsenal have beaten Liverpool by 3-2, and I am absolutely livid. Livid with the referee, livid with Jurgen Klopp, but most of all, livid with those Liverpool players that are absolutely stealing a living at the minute. My friends, I'm going to take you through my reaction to that 3-2 loss. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Drop a like on the video and, of course, hit that subscribe button for me. Now, before I go into my full rant mode about the refereeing and about how bad we were, let me start the video by rightly giving the credit to Mikel Arteta and that Arsenal team for a very good performance. They fought hard, they deserved the win, and in my opinion they were the better team on the day. Younger players there that took the moment, seized the moment, used their pace, used their running prowess, used their physicality, used their intensity, and absolutely taught us another lesson today. So congratulations to Arsenal. Well done on your win. Wishing you the best for the rest of the season. If we aren't to win the league, I'd much rather see Arsenal do it than Manchester City. So let's push that aside, because I have to start the video with giving the credit where it's deserved. But yet again, I want to speak about defensive frailties, decision making from referees and VAR, and I want to speak about what it's going to take for Jurgen Klopp to actually start to realise that Trent Alexander-Arnold is not in a place where he should be starting football games for Liverpool Football Club. I'm not going to run the lad down. He has good days ahead of him. He's had great days behind him. But again, he was culpable. Again, himself and Jordan Henderson, in my opinion, were culpable for goals. And it's not good enough. Now look, you go into this game and you are going to say to your players, do not concede early, silence the crowd, get through the first 15-20 minutes, keep it tight, play yourselves into the game. But do not concede the first goal. 1 minute into the game, Martin Odegaard slips the ball through left-hand side, Arsenal score, and we're all scratching our heads going, again? Jurgen Klopp is partially to blame for this. He is. My big blame goes with FSG. But you can't look at these performances and wonder what it's going to take. So yes, he finally pulled Trent off at half-time, and I thought that Joe Gomez looked much more solid on that side when he came on. But let me just speak about Michael Oliver for a second. I long believed Michael Oliver to be the best referee in the Premier League. But that decision-making process today was a disgrace. I don't care what the referees, Ref Watch and Sky, or the nonsense that Dermot Gallagher's going to come up with to defend the decision-making. I don't want it to take away from Arsenal's victory. But again, it is hypocrisy, it is double standards, and it is just making it up as you go along. Michael Oliver cheated us today. I'm going to say that again so you don't think I accidentally spoke. In my opinion, Michael Oliver cheated us today. How did he cheat us, Craig? Well, first of all, let's look at the penalty incident that wasn't given. It was a blatant handball, the arm above shoulder height, and he talks about the distance from the ball to the player's hand. Your hand shouldn't be there. It's a penalty. But if we take that at face value, if we believe that Michael Oliver has that level of decision making and that those type of incidents aren't a handball, then let me ask you this. Why was Luis Diaz pulled up for a handball when we were on the attack on the left-hand side, when the ball ricocheted up off the ground and accidentally hit his arm from a shorter distance? I'll tell you why. Because the rules are a joke. There are different rules for defenders, different rules for attackers, and the unspoken truth about things being a foul in one area of the pitch and not in another. Michael Oliver is a joke. The penalty for Arsenal, if you're going to give that as a penalty, you're going to see 10 penalties a game, because any contact inside the penalty area, whether accidental or going to challenge for a ball or not, will be given as a penalty. Harvey Elliott, on the other hand, had contact, no penalty. Where's the consistency? And again, this isn't to take away from Arsenal. Arsenal didn't make these decisions. It is just VAR once again showing up the awful level of referees in the Premier League. You're going to think this is me ranting. I'm going to say the same thing I say all the time. It's us this week, it'll be you next week. And just as you're saying to me right now, stop being salty, grow up, people will say that to you. You will be right to feel aggrieved, just as I feel absolutely vindicated to be aggrieved right now. But all of that aside takes away from the fact that we have once again conceded 3 goals in the Premier League. To win a game of football now, Liverpool are having to go out there and score 3 or 4 goals. And here's the thing. The star player, the 350 grand a week man, the fella that divided the fan base over whether or not he should get the contract, but got his contract, is now a ghost. He doesn't appear. He adds nothing to the performances. Yes, you can say he works hard, but ultimately his job is to put the round thing in the net and then we discuss it later. He's not doing that. He's not even coming close to doing that. And he was so bad that even when we're chasing the game, Klopp whips him off. That's how bad he was today. Now imagine how bad he had to have been for Klopp to take him and Trent off. Take a second to think about that. That's where we're at right now. And how do we solve it? I don't know. Can we solve it? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm lost for words. I don't know what's happened to Van Dijk. I don't know why Trent can't basically defend. Look when Gomez came on. Look at the crosses he was blocking. He was playing like a proper defender. Thiago and Van Dijk were culpable for Arsenal's second goal. Both of them, particularly Thiago, had an opportunity to stop the counter-attack by doing what every single footballer that plays on the parks on a Saturday or Sunday will do in that situation. Foul the player, stop the counter-attack, take the yellow card. But no, much like against Crystal Palace earlier in the season when Fabinho didn't stop it, we allowed the attack to continue. And then, my friends, the fucking coup de grace. Jordan Henderson and Trent Alexander-Arnold both get sent to the shops for a pint of milk. Like, I think it was Gabriel Jesus or Martinelli. I can't remember. It was one of them. But the Trent part really annoys me. Because firstly, he doesn't look over his shoulder when he makes the run over to Henderson. And you would have seen Gabriel standing there. Then he just kept running. He runs past the ball as he turns back inside. And then the ball slipped across the front of the 6-yard box for Saka to have a tap in at the far post. So rather than going in at half-time, all level, after working our way back into the game, we go in behind yet again. We cannot do the simple things right, and it's not good enough. Jurgen Klopp needs to take responsibility. FSG needs to take responsibility. Henderson, Trent, Van Dijk, and anybody else that's in that leadership group needs to take responsibility, because we are a pale shadow of ourselves. What's left for this season in the league? Because right now, I wouldn't bet your money that Liverpool will qualify for the Champions League next season. And if I was to sit here and tell you I honestly believe we would, I'd be being deluded. You might think I'm already deluded, and you probably have a case. But right now, I am getting so sick of seeing the same crap week in and week out. The same dross, but nothing but excuses. Sound bites. What we need to do, what we can do. Just do it. Arsenal went out there today with a young and hungry team. A team full of confidence because of the victories that they've grafted out this season. They've had one blip on their copybook, and that was a 3-1 away loss at United. They've beaten us, they've beaten Spurs, and they're deservedly top of the Premier League. But what are our owners doing? Nothing. Sitting on our hands and allowing players to age, get slower, to have less intensity, and not refreshing. I don't know what to say, and some of the substitutions from Jurgen Klopp, again, baffling. How Jordan Henderson ended that game, I will never know. I genuinely do not know. We're chasing it, and rather than bringing Elliott on for Henderson on the right side of midfield, he whips off Diogo Jota. I don't know what to say. And you know what? I'm not going to say anymore because I'm going to land myself in trouble. So to summarise, we're terrible. Fair play to Arsenal. Michael Oliver's a cheat. That's what I've got to say. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.